Hey guys, Red Panda Mining here. Hope you're doing well, having a really great day this video. Alright, who is still here? Who is still crypto mining at home at, I don't know, a decent scale, or I don't know, maybe just a single rig or a single ASIC? Maybe you got free power, maybe you got solar, or maybe you got semi-good electrical rate, or maybe over 10 cents or 15 cents per kilowatt hour, and you don't care about profitability, you're just mining out of pocket. Let me know down below if you guys are still mining. So I'm still mining, but there are a couple things that I have turned off, and I think it's something that majority of people that are crypto mining have also turned off as well. Majority of my ASIC miners actually are still on, but there are a few things that I am probably gonna be turning off real soon here because they're just not making that much anymore where we are in the market right now, where Bitcoin is at. And it's getting to that point, right, that where a lot of these miners that we have, whether it's ASIC mining or heck, even GPU mining, which I want to talk about today, is that crypto mining is becoming a lot harder for anyone to really do it at scale at home, or to really make any money of some sort at home. So yeah, like I have this Antminer D9. I think it was good for a little bit, but I think Dash has kind of come back down. So profitability wise, it hasn't been that great. So am I willing to keep this on right now while I'm, you know, paying more on electricity than I am earning? No, not at this point. I just got in more 178Xs in. I'm gonna soon be able to fill out 5 more 178X rigs. So I got 5 more rigs of 178Xs coming. So I'll have 10 Octominers filled out with 178Xs. And I don't know if, oh man, GPU mining, it's really rough right now. My AI rigs are, majority of them are actually not rented now. So I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I've had them online on different platforms for a very long time, but across the board, the rental rate on a lot of these platforms are below 50% now, utilization. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about switching something up, maybe do another video on that. But yeah, it's been a bit discerning doing this whole AI thing currently, and this fan is definitely dead on this Gigabyte 4090. Anyways, guys, I have a lot more to talk about here, so we'll do it right after today's video sponsor. Looking to jump into crypto mining with confidence? Meet ASLMiner.com, your gold standard supplier for all ASIC mining hardware. Founded in 2015, ASL Miner distributes top brands like Bitmain, WhatsMiner, Ice River, Canaan, and now they are the official distributor of the new FluMiner L1 Pro Dogecoin miner, FluMiner L2, and coming soon, the FluMiner T3 Bitcoin miner. They have multiple cryptocurrency payment methods, worldwide shipping, and world-class customer service to deal with customs and tariffs. ASL Miner makes the ASIC miner buying experience easy. Visit aslminer.com today and use code RPM for $30 off your order for the lowest priced crypto miners today. Link down below. This 20 GPU rig, as most of you know, I think I just need to get rid of it. I think this thing has been looming over my head for way too long. The gentleman who sent me this mining frame, Mr. Schmidt, you have brought me a lot of good times. Ever since you shipped this to me in a single box, just the frame itself, it was, I don't know if you guys remember, when I got this mining frame, 20 GPU mining frame, he shipped it to me literally in a box. The whole thing was built. I don't know, the shipping for it is probably just insane, like a couple $100. So hats off to the gentleman who shipped this to me like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, just insane. But this frame, we've been through a lot of good times, but then a lot of bad times, and I think more so recently, or not recently, like a year ago, ever since I built this thing, I've actually never been able to get it to mine. And so Backwards Miner, and I know a few other people have recommended me to try MMPOS. I just never bothered to do it because I feel like it's not worth it anyway, because these 50HXs aren't even profitable anymore. So yeah, I think I'm just going to dismantle this whole thing, and I'm going to, that's it. It's an end of an era. I don't know, and I hate being negative about it. I hate being like down about it, but I think it's time. Like I gotta remove a lot of mining frames that I have sitting in my basement here doing nothing. I don't know how, I don't even think it's worth shipping these out to people, because like I got these mining cave frames which are amazing with the risers, power supply, mining motherboard on these as well. Like I don't think I have the box. Actually no, I think I have the box right there. There's a mining cave box. But yeah, to ship this thing back out, it's gonna cost more than like 150 bucks Canadian for me. So I think like 100 US or something, maybe more, because it's so bulky. But I don't know. I really don't know. Like I'm thinking about just trashing everything, just going to the electronics recycler, just dumping everything into the bins and just calling it, because I'm never gonna go back to these, right? I'm going to server cases now. Sure, do I need heaters? You know, sure. I've been using little ASIC miners instead as heaters. Should I be using GPU miners as heaters instead? Yeah, I could, but the form factor is a little bit big. Anyways, I'm just rambling here. I'm going to talk about just everything that I have mining right now, okay? So mining terms, in terms of AI, I know majority of these platforms for AI, it's especially the consumer-based ones, is where a lot of people rent for mining anyway. A lot of my rigs are not rented. My 6x3090 server, which I've had on Chlor for the past like 4 months, it hasn't been rented. I actually have it off right now because it just wasn't being rented over the past like 2 weeks. So that's, yeah, it was rented for like a good, I don't know, half a month, but then the guy left. So otherwise, I tried to lower the prices, the rental rates on my servers, and no one's been renting it. Even my, I do have another server that's up over there. It's not rented, but my singular rigs, 4090s, 5090s, yeah, a lot of them aren't really being rented right now. And I have a few on Salad. Salad is completely gone as well. There's no demand there. Octaspace, no demand on a 5090 that I have there. And then Chlor has no demand there as well. So I'm currently just contemplating, what am I gonna do? Right now I'm thinking about selling, okay, a lot of my GPUs, and just going maybe into 5090s, or maybe just holding cash right now, because right now these 4090s and even 5090s go for a pretty penny still. Even 3090s, the 6x3090s that I have in that Octa server are still going for a really good amount right now. And RAM, you all know RAM prices has also gone up insane. So like 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM there, I could sell for like 300, 400 bucks or something crazy right now, which is just insane. And so that's kind of one thing I've been thinking about. You guys let me know. Now, a lot of my 6600 XT rigs, the open air rigs here, are all off. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe, I've actually been thinking, because winter's here, that I'm thinking about moving a few maybe to my other location, my other crypto mining basement, where I do need heat. It's getting cold over there in that house, so maybe I can move a bunch of these rigs all around, because these are a little bit smaller. These are 6x, 6600 XT rigs, so a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to move around. Then my main GPUs, all right, so I have a lot of my 178Xs here. Like I said, I'm gonna be able to fill out another 5 more coming up real soon, and I'm gonna just have 178Xs at the top row. That's it. That's all I'm gonna have. And then the bottom row, nothing. There's nothing in these. I have solo miners, Magic Miner BG02s in that one. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm thinking about turning that off actually. The Flux server, that one is the 10x RTX 3060s that I had on Chlor. Again, not rented. I should really turn this off, but it's only using like a 200, 150 watts right now, idle. So I'm okay to have that on and keep that uptime and see if it gets rented. I've just been lowering the rate on Chlor. I have it at like, I don't know, $8. All right, no one's willing to rent this for $8 a day for 10, 30, 60s. So yeah, I don't know. I keep lowering the prices and nobody's renting my AI servers. All right, and another quick update. I know you all know this big 8x5090 server that I've received from One Chassis. Thank you to One Chassis. But yeah, I'm no longer gonna be probably setting this up. Maybe I just, yeah, RAM prices, motherboard, you know, the CPUs that I got to get for this thing has just gone up, you know, an absorbent amount. So that's kind of one thing I'm like, it's just not worth it for me to make this server right now. I don't know. I've kind of just been not depressed about it, but just how everything's just been going with everything. Home electric mining, like home mining is honestly just really down in the dumps right now. Even when, you know, Bitcoin was over at 120, 125K, GPU mining was not that great. ASIC mining was okay. Bitcoin mining, script mining, if you had, you know, efficient models, those were good, but you had to spend a pretty penny. But now that the market's kind of down, depending on your electrical price, GPU mining is really not worth it anymore, especially with home crypto miners. It's really not worth it. Now, when it comes to ASICs, okay, ASICs are really the only thing that are like left in terms of being on. So I know not many people have, you know, this type of setup at home like I do. And so, you know, ASIC miners like this, I have like S21XP, A15, you know, big boy miners here, E11. You know, I can do it here. My electrical rate here is about 8.5 cents now. It's actually gonna go up in the next year. So all things are coming to me in a negative way where I don't know if I can really keep all this on, you know, for the next while. And then I know I have a lot hosted right now, actually. So that's kind of one thing that I know a lot of people who are hosting ASIC miners, that's really the only better way to do it, especially if you can't have this type of setup, you know, at home. Have a big electrical fan going out my window here. You know, I got a very lucky setup here to be able to have this at home. But, you know, if you want to have it hosted like at Terra Hosting or Metered Mining or Iowa Crypto Mining, links down below if you guys want to get cheaper electrical rate and get it hosted over there. So tell them RPM sent you. But yeah, I have a lot of my ASICs hosted with them. And so right now though, the miners that I have are currently really breaking even pretty much. Those Bombax miners that I have at the corner there, I've been thinking about getting rid of those. My Bitmain E11, this thing is, I think it's making like $1 a day or something now. It's really not making much. So like I'm probably only making like, I feel like under $10 right now on this whole shelf, if you think about it. The S21XP at like 8 cents is only making like a couple bucks a day now, or less than that, where Bitcoin is 90,000. So it's really sad to say I'm using like what 15,000 watts right now on my 30 amp 240 volt outlets, and I'm earning like what under $10 profit on everything that I have here. Like I have Avalon Q, that's making pennies right now. Like I'm solo mining, so technically I'm not making anything until I hit a block. Probably won't hit a block, but you know, it's I got this whole it's just really sad to say after my electrical fees that I'm making under like $10 US profit after everything. And so it's kind of like the juice ain't worth the squeeze anymore having a lot of this miners on. I feel like I should just ultimately turn everything off. I don't know. Am I crashing out? Should I just wait, you know, keep on mining, pay my electrical bill out of pocket, hoping that, you know, are we in the bear market now? Are we in the bull run? This is where, I don't know, right? We've had this big recent crash recently with the Binance liquidation, and it's been quite down for everyone. And that's the reality right now with crypto mining, whether it's ASIC mining, GPU mining, hell, even doing anything with AI right now, it's down across the board for everyone who is on, you know, maybe not a private platform renting out your server. It's down across the board, and I'm just currently looking at everything that I have, and it's just like, man, should I just turn everything off? You know, that's just one thing I've actually been contemplating, and in my heart, you know, it's something that I obviously can't do because I'm full on in this. I just got more 178Xs in. I've been going hard on that. I've been trading my 3070s for those, and you know, everything that I have here. I hate to sound so down, but like that's like the reality right now. You know, things are really not making anything anymore, and for everyone that is into any type of crypto mining, you know, it just hasn't been worth it, right? It just hasn't been worth it. CPU mining actually has been pretty good. Nothing crazy, like I have 3900Xs, that's CPU mining Monero. Auto converting into Bitcoin. I'm using Cryptex right now, and so I think CPU mining actually has been pretty good. And so I'm just, again, I've been saying this all the time, I'm in the process of adding more of my 3900Xs that I got from Rabid Mining, and I'm gonna be setting up more CPU mining rigs. Now I have a lot of solo Bitcoin miner things going on. I know a lot of people are really interested in these types of things. I just learned my Avalon Nano 3S, well, I think a lot of people know as well, the Can-Am products, you're unable to change the fan speeds, and so they run generally hot. So actually, there is a new app that just came out called Hash Watcher. So I just added my Nano 3S. You can see, all right, the chip temperatures, everything, but the biggest thing here is you can control the fan speed, okay? Unlike the Can-Am Avalon family app, you can actually change the fan speed on this Hash Watcher app, which is free. Okay, you just add by IP address the device and it'll find it right away. And yeah, you can see, you know, I can change the fan speed. Now you can see the chip temperatures dropping. Look at that. So I definitely recommend you guys to use this if you want to make your Avalon Nano 3S much cooler, because I actually just had one die. I literally just had one die. Doesn't turn on anymore. And I think it was because this burnt, overheated. Let's see here. I don't think you guys, my camera's not focusing. Anyways, yeah, I think it's dead. Yeah, I tried turning it on with another power supply. It doesn't work. It's dead. So yeah, look at that. It's already dropped another 5 degrees there just by having the fan speed up a lot more. So having this cooler is gonna bode well long term for anyone that's mining with this. So Hash Watcher, only on iPhone, unfortunately. They don't have an Android app. Anyways, I'll do another video on that, but I just wanted to say, like, yeah, you know, all these types of things, I think a lot of people have been interested in these types of miners for now, because really it's the last thing I feel like in terms of trying to feel like that, you know, someone could get a Bitcoin block, but in reality, it's a really, really low chance. But hey, it's a fun thing. Anyone with free power, solar, anyone can run these at home. Next to nothing. Check out plebsource.com if you guys are interested in any of these little miners. But yeah, guys, I am into, or I have been into a lot of crypto mining and ASIC mining, AI, you know, all this type of stuff. Zcash miners. I really got to put these on my ASIC shelf. I think it's funny actually. These two miners alone make more than my whole shelf combined. Literally all those ASICs that I have currently, these make more than all of those that are using like 15,000 watts right now. These two are using about 2,600 watts. So yeah, great times. Okay, guys, that's it. That's all I wanted to do in this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts, and are you still crypto mining at home right now? Where we are, where Bitcoin's, what, 91, 92,000 as of recording. And are you still crypto mining? What type of crypto mining are you doing? Let me know down below. All right, I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good one. Stay strong. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can, but this is the reality currently, and still documenting the journey. All right, I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out. What am I gonna do with this?